And go Panthers.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. I am Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger in studio. Great to have you back here, Dee.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, so it always feels like there's a registration to pay attention to at Lincoln Land Community College. Always a time, an opportunity for you at home to go to Lincoln Land Community College for anything they offer. So
really,
what do you want to tell us about registration at this time, Dee?
Well, it's ongoing for spring. And we do accept new students in the spring. I know some universities may want you to start in the fall, but we can start spring or fall at Lincoln Land. The best way to get started is just go out to Lincoln Land's webpage, llcc.edu, click on the big green apply button, fill that out. And once that does is get you in a communication plan, so you'll know what your next step is all the way through. And it'll also get you with our enrollment coordinator, Tisha Miller, and she can help walk you through the steps through registration and going to class.
Is there an advantage at all to registering for spring as opposed to registering for fall, especially when you are first starting off?
No. A lot of times when you start in the spring, you're off kilter with, like, if you want to take chemistry 1, chemistry 2, we only offer chemistry 2 in the spring. So you might be off on that.
Okay.
But other than that, no, starting in the spring is a good idea.
It has just about everything else that you can offer from fall, and starting off. It's a great option. Maybe highlight some of the programs that LLCC Taylorville is really proud of.
Sure.
If you would.
Of course, our welding program and our carpentry program. Our carpentry program has 1 seat left in it for the spring. So I'm totally excited with that.
Well, they might be gone by today.
I know it could be. And our CNA, of course, is popular. We have world religions. That's something that we don't always have. And it's kind of in midday. So if somebody is interested in that, even if they're older and just want to learn something, they're welcome as well. We also have a 2nd level psychology class that we don't have very often. So psychology majors, nursing majors, they need to pay attention to what we're offering.
Especially, I know you're really high on the medical professional.
Oh, yes. About 50% of my students are pursuing some type of healthcare degree. So we do a lot of human anatomy, microbiology, those kinds of things in Taylorville.
And you alluded to it already. You're also very focused on trades, certification programs, etc.
Yes.
Right here in Taylorville.
Right. You can get your certificate in welding in a year and go out and get a welding job paying probably close to $30 an hour. Just depends on where you want to travel to. Of course, Springfield, Decatur has one rate of pay, but then Bloomington's going to have even another rate of pay, but your cost of living goes up too. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Right. Something that I know there's a need and that may never go away, trucking.
Oh, yes.
CDLs?
Yes. And we're actually, I think they're buying another truck for our CDL program because right now it's filled through February, I believe. It starts every 6 weeks though. But they're buying another truck because we have a grant that will cover some of those costs for students.
Wow. What's the time commitment like for those who want to get their CDL?
CDL at 6 weeks, it's pretty intense. I think you go from I can't remember, 8 to 4, maybe Monday through Friday. It's a pretty intense program.
So you've got to have a month and a half or so set aside to go and make sure you do it.
Yeah. My husband actually did it and he took some vacation time to get it done. So.
Okay. Yeah. And that's, if you can swing it.
Yes,
absolutely. I think a CDL is something that it is good just to have, even if you don't plan on trucking necessarily, but and that's something you could do at LLCC when you register.
Exactly. And it's good to know what the truckers are supposed to be doing and learn their side of things too.
Makes you a better driver.
It does. Got to realize those trucks are big and they don't slow down.
No, they do not. They don't turn very well either.
No.
Well, is there anything else that you want to highlight with registration, Dee?
I don't think so. Just that, it's ongoing. Classes start January 9th. So it's time to get with it.
Yeah, it's time to start thinking about registering if you haven't already. And llcc.edu?
Yes.
Okay.
That's our website.
You have a faculty fair coming up here.
Yes,
pretty
we
soon.
do.
Tell me
We're
about
so excited.
What is the faculty fair? Is it for current faculty?
No, it's for part-time people.
Okay.
We're looking for part-time adjunct faculty. It'll be held Wednesday, November 9th at Lincoln Land in Taylorville from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll have a dean there or two to kind of discuss what it's like in the classroom in college, because it's different than, K through 12. We're looking for people, of course, with a master's degree in their field. However, we have some occupational, like culinary, construction. So those kind of teachers don't necessarily have a master's degree, but they have the work hours, the 2,000 work hours with a bachelor's degree usually.
Okay. And so looking for, is there anything in particular you're looking for here with this faculty fair?
We're looking for English and like a physical science teacher. So
Okay.
geography, geology, those kinds of things. There's plenty of benefits. You get part of the SIRS retirement system. So you're going to build up another retirement for yourself. You get use of the Lincoln Land Fitness Center. You get a tuition waiver. And the compensation isn't too bad either. It's all out there on our website. But for example, a psychology class, you're probably going to make about $2,400 a semester.
Okay. And that's just as a part-time.
Just part-time, one class.
Right.
3 hours a week.
Mhm.
Of course, there's going to be prep time involved.
Right,
But other
of
than
course.
that, I mean, it's a nice little chunk of change.
Yeah.
And part-time faculty can teach up to 4 classes.
Okay. And that just gives you an idea of how that goes. And you operate on a semester schedule?
Yes.
And so-
Well, and we do 8 weeks now in Taylorville.
okay, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, our 8 weeks went pretty well. Most students and faculty were really impressed with it, really liked it. Novels was a bit of a challenge because in 8 weeks you have to read 5 novels, and getting that all in there, you're reading
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
Weekends too, especially.
yeah, so that one was a little tough, but they made it through, and we're doing it again this mod. So other than that, every other class seemed to really like the format. So I'm happy. And the students did too.
All right. Are you in the middle of another 8-week session?
Yeah, we just started October 17th.
Okay.
So we're kind of 2 weeks into that next 8-week session.
Right. And then the next one coming up will be part of your spring semester.
Right. It'll start January 9th, and then we'll have another one start March 13th or so, I believe.
Right. And that is kind of like a shortened quarter
Yeah.
system too, if you are more accustomed to that rather than a semester schedule.
Yes,
which
it is.
I had a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
I preferred the quarter system.
Do you?
Yeah, that's just
Yep.
kind of my preference, but it depends
Right,
on everybody and
Um,
their learning.
The quarter system is nice because they can, in case you have to work or your job gets changed, you don't have to drop the class in the middle because maybe you've already got it done.
Right.
So that's one nice advantage to those 8-week classes.
And like you said, life and
Mhm.
also preliminary data you mentioned last time you were on shows
Mhm.
that these students learn more in that 8 weeks than
Yeah, that's
over
what
the
the
course of
research
16.
shows. So we're looking forward to December when we can actually get some data from our test
right.
and kind of compare it and see how the students did. I'm excited to find that out. Some of them thought maybe they would have a break between the 8 weeks, but they didn't. So
Yeah.
October 17th came pretty quick to some of those people. Let me tell you.
Yeah, okay, especially if you're not expecting it. I can understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is there anything else? I'm backtracking here a moment, but is there
Okay.
anything else that you wanted to mention about the faculty fair coming up here soon?
No, just everyone come out. It's great. If you can bring your cover letter, resume, and any unofficial transcripts that you have, we can look them over right then and there and tell you if you're qualified and if you need to go on and do Lincoln Land's long application.
Right.
So this is a chance not have to do the long application, but have someone look over your credentials right away.
Okay, instead of waiting,
Yes.
you have it right there. And all right, that's good to know.
Yep.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about some financial aid, and which goes right along with applying for
Yep.
spring. So let's talk a little bit about that in a moment. I have Lincoln Land Community College Director in Taylorville, D. Kruger, here on the WTIM Morning Show. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. They put people first, along with Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better with Landmark.
WTIM.
Check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn lower, beans higher. Chicago wheat trading higher. December corn $6.84 down a penny. March corn down a penny, $6.89.5. May corn $6.88 3/4 down 1 1/4. November beans up 10 1/4, $13.91 3/4. January beans up 9, $14.02. March beans $14.09 3/4, up 7 3/4. December Chicago wheat $8.47 3/4, up 7 1/4. March wheat up 7. $8.66.5. December bean meal up $5.94, $14.60. December bean oil $73.05, down 37 cents. In the livestock market, October feeders down 52 cents, 175.90. October live cattle 151 even, down 45 cents. December lean hogs 86.70, down 182. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. When you become a member of TCCU, you become an owner and have access to our great loan rates, earn great dividends on our deposit accounts, have access to our full range of financial products, and will receive personal attention from people you know. Membership is open to anyone who lives or works in Christian, Montgomery, and Shelby County. We are conveniently located in Taylorville, Hillsboro, Litchfield, and Pana. You can also visit us online at www.tccu.org. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
If you're looking for local hunting and fishing information, then join us for Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, Saturdays at 10 a.m. here on WTIM. Every weekend, we'll offer detailed local fishing reports from professional guides. We'll swap stories with local celebrity sportsmen, and I'll invite you to share your stories as well. Central Illinois Outdoors with Jared White, every Saturday morning at 10 on all WTIM platforms. And on demand at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. Brought to you by Bob Ridings in Pana and the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau.
Taylorville Care Center, Taylorville's premier nursing facility, is hiring, and they're offering the best opportunities in town with new wages, elite pay, and premium pay programs for RNs, LPNs, and CNAs. Nurses may be eligible for major medical insurance if qualified as a level 2 nurse. Their exclusive work perks has something for all employees. Quarterly retention bonuses and weekly vaccination incentives are also offered. Apply to learn more. Join the Taylorville Care Center family by finding their ad on Indeed.com. Taylorville Care Center, caring for the community for nearly 50 years.
At Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, we want you to be a part of the program as well via the Archer's Alley Catch of the Week. Each week, we'll select one of your pictures submitted at centralillinoisoutdoors.com and invite you to tell your story of the great outdoors. We're looking for your kid's first catch or even your first big buck. There's a simple, easy form you can fill out on your phone or computer at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. Send us your story, send us your pic. centralillinoisoutdoors.com and the Catch of the Week, brought to you by Archer's Alley, North 22nd Street in Decatur.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. I have Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger here in studio, who let me know that they're taking registration right now for the spring semester. Obviously, you got to find a way to pay for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so you have some scholarships and grants that you wanted to
Right.
highlight for Lincoln Land Community College here in Taylorville.
We'll talk about the Pell Grant, the big one that everybody gets.
Right.
If you have trouble filling out the FAFSA, FAFSA.gov, we have people that can help you virtually, or they'll come down and help you fill out your FAFSA application. So don't let that stop you or stand you in the way, especially now, because there's financial aid money out there. The other thing we're excited about is our scholarship program. Our foundation gave away 340 scholarships that totaled more than $660,000. And that's a lot of money at a community college.
That is a lot of-
You know, it goes a long ways.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are
Yeah.
those, that's all money going from Lincoln Land Community College for students going to Lincoln Land?
Yes.
And that's
yes,
fantastic.
yes.
340,000?
340 students.
Oh, 340 students.
660,000.
Even better.
Yeah, it's almost like getting close to 1 million.
Yeah.
We're over the halfway mark. But our scholarship season, the application opens December 1st, and then they're due back March 1st. So people have plenty of time to write that essay. I tell students that essay is so important to make sure you hit what you want to hit, and tell your dreams and anything that you had in your past that made you want to be what you want to be.
Right.
But
I actually kind of wanted to ask you, what makes a good essay for a scholarship application?
yeah, I like to see a little bit of, sure, what you did in high school, but then also concentrate on, this is why I want to be a doctor, because this happened to me when I was 6. I really like that personal story, anything you can make yourself unique with, because they all start to sound the same after a while.
I hear you.
So anything unique that you can put in there about yourself or your family would be great.
Establish a narrative, if you will.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And the scholarship program, one more time with that deadline, just
Sure.
because I think it's really important.
Yes, we open December 1st and it closes March 1st.
Okay. So start thinking about it now, what you want to write about and everything, and you can get some free money. And that's the biggest part. It's free money.
Yes, free money. You don't have to pay it back.
Yeah.
Then we're also excited. Lincoln Land's just flowing with money. It seems we've gotten grants for a lot of things. A new one we've gotten is the Early Childhood Access Consortium Grant of Equity, or ESSE. I think ESSE, something they're calling it. I don't know. You know how the state likes to get acronyms for everything. But we have nearly $650,000 to help students pursuing early childhood education.
Wow.
Because we need teachers in early childhood so bad. Daycares, they can't stay open because they don't have enough teachers.
Right. That's what we're talking about here. Daycares, pre-K,
those kinds of
kindergarten.
things.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're interested in that, we have money. So come and talk to us about it. Come and talk to me about it. And then a new grant that we're getting, I don't have the dollar amount on it, but I know it's big, is the PATH grant that's going to cover a lot of healthcare programs. So if you're interested in CNA, nursing, sonography, respiratory care, radiography, I know I'm forgetting some of them, but we have lots of healthcare programs, and this would cover your cost plus pay you to go to school.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's a really good one. The
Wow.
PATH grant.
Bury the lead a little bit there.
Yeah. There will be some eligibility requirements. We don't know what those are quite yet because we just got the grant. But once we get those set up, I'll know about them, and should happen, I would say, here in the next 3 weeks. I should know more information about that. But that is an excellent way to go to school to get paid for it. I mean, how good is that?
I love getting paid for school.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would
love
have kept going.
Yeah, well, that sounds fantastic. Any other highlights that you want to mention in the world of financial aid for?
I think that covers it. But
Okay.
just know, don't let money stop you. There's plenty of money out there somewhere to help you.
Right. And FAFSA, and I'm sure you have some financial aid nights in the near future to help you out with that too.
We just had one. We just completed financial aid night. I think we might have another one in December. So watch for that information on our website.
Okay. Nothing in stone as of yet, but website, llcc.edu.
Exactly.
All right. Dee, is there anything else that you're paying attention to here as you are in the middle
Everyone
of this?
should have got the forward in their mail. That's a piece telling you about Lincoln Land and what we've accomplished over the past year. We also have a med district downtown that does some short medical training, like medical assistant, pharmacy tech, phlebotomy, veterinarian assistant. They're 6 months to 7 month programs. They're great for quick training. They aren't covered by financial aid at this time, but with the PATH grant, we believe they will be. So that's going to be great. And we hope to be able to bring some of those programs down to Taylorville. So I'm really excited about the future.
That's really fantastic. And where can you find that Four Words magazine, by the way?
It would be in your mailbox, or you can come out to Lincoln Land in Taylorville and get one. So it went to everybody's mailbox in this area.
And it's a great way to stay informed on all the things happening in Lincoln Land Community College here in Taylorville. And
exactly.
Is it just LLCC Taylorville, or is it system-wide?
System-wide.
System-wide. So not just here in Taylorville, it's everything.
Everything.
Which remind me, I know it's Taylorville. I know there's Springfield. What are some of the other?
Litchfield, Hillsborough, and Jacksonville.
Okay.
And Beardstown.
Okay. So if you are out there listening on some of the other stations that aren't here in Taylorville, those are some of your other options for LLCC.
Exactly.
And again, llcc.edu for any more information. Dee, I know you got to get going back into your day. So
more students to see.
Yes, I know. Is there anything that you want to leave listeners with?
Our number is 217-786-2754. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by anytime out on Spresser Street.
All right. That is Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger here on the WTIM Morning Show. Dee, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You can find those streams online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. We're back here after the emergency alert system. I think that was just a test. No worries. Anyway, more right here on WTIM, your information station, which you can listen to online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com on the WTIM app, or when you tell your smart speaker, play WTIM.